Three, two, one, go. Hello, this is Tom, aka Gedeon, here for Tabletop Tap Room. And today we're doing a review of the Sandbox Generator I just purchased on Drive-Thru RPG. And I think it's absolutely fabulous. You know, the name says Sandbox Generator, but it is more than just a sandbox generator, and we'll get into that. But before we do, I just want to say thanks for watching the show. Thanks to my subscribers. You guys are great. And please do hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon if you have not already. And we have a quick word from our sponsor, which is today, again, Star Clash. This week, our sponsor is New Frontier Games. New Frontier Games is the producer of Star Clash, the exciting, fast-paced card game of starship combat for 1 to 9 players. Yes, that's 1 to 9 players. Ages 8 and up, fun for the whole family, or a gathering of friends. Who will dominate the spaceways? Find out with Star Clash from New Frontier Games. Designed by Tom Steffens, and artwork by Scott Mulder. Only $17.99 for the premium cards, printed by Drive-Thru, or get the print and play PDF and print the cards yourself to try the game out for $4.99. But right now, you can get both the premium playing cards and the print and play PDF for a whopping good price of $17.99. Star Clash by New Frontier Games. Link is in the show notes. Now, just to review, and I'm doing this by live stream just because it's kind of I really am not going to have time to do post-production and edit things, but I just purchased the Sandbox Generator. Let me throw up the Drive-Thru page on here. Boom, boom. There we go. That's what it looks like on Drive-Thru. The link is in the show notes. And basically what you get with Sandbox Generator, I was kind of interested. So I went ahead and bought the hardcover off of a Drive-Thru and had it shipped to me just because I do like hardcovers. And I had a feeling that this was going to be a good one. You get the standard, let's generate a hex. And I'm not going to review every chapter in the book. I'm going to get into what makes this of interest to you, the gamer, who may not be doing sandbox hex crawls, that type of thing. But this certainly is great for you as if you're doing sandbox hex crawls. So you can generate the hex map. Then it gets into landmarks and settlements, and then layers, dungeons. But what we want to go to, where the real value for this thing is the generators chapter. So page 111. And we're going to review what you can generate here because this is some great piece of Game Master support. So the first section to the generators chapter is a coat of arms. Okay? If you needed to have a coat of arms like right now, what would you do? You'd waste a lot of time Googling coat of arms and looking at stuff. And so you would waste 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and really not get very far. Okay. 5 minutes, you will have a coat of arms. So it starts with the instruction, the shield shape. And so there's 2 different tables to roll on for that. So the first one has, the cartouche, which is an oval, lozenge, which is diamond, the scutum, the rectangular shape, kind of like a Roman legionary shield, the kite shield, target, which is round, square, continental. Then it goes into field division, and it actually, without any explanation, just gives the classic word for that. So you'll be rolling on this. It's a D30 table, and you might get something like quartered. And so it would be quartered like a checkerboard. So you'd have 4 different color, 2 colors quartered in the 4 regions of the shield. Canton, per Saltaire, per blend sinister. So you don't have to really know what all these words are when you roll it and you generate it. you got the technical term, you see the picture. Oh, okay. Well, then I don't really need to be able to explain it. I've got the picture right here. I just copy that picture. And then we go over to generating colors. So you have a table for generating colors, generating an animal to put on the sheet on the coat of arms, general stuff like a cross, crescent, harp, hand, animals, horse, lion, owl, so on and so forth. Tools, I might have an axe, pitchfork, saw, size, shovel on there. Weapons, dagger, halberd, mace, sword, so on and so forth. A helm, is there a helm surmounting the coat of arms? Are there supporters? Supporters could be, damsels, demons, giant hands, priests, skeletons, spearmen. I mean, so it's just everything here. Compartments, a banner, a motto. They give you some sample models. You could make up a motto, go to Google Translate for translate English to Latin. And so you might have a motto like, "We kill monsters." Translate that to Latin. Now you've got a Latin motto in a banner underneath the coat of arms. Very cool. And so that's handy. The next it goes into, so your game, there's no reason for any night, any NPC night, not to have a coat of arms. You can have that coat of arms. And, the player characters have encountered a knight, and he's been a quasi antagonist. He's kind of, there's been some friction. And then they're looking and they see a flag flying and it's got the coat of arms of that knight. They now know, oh, that knight is in that village. We got a bone to pick with him. Let's go down there. Let's go down there and sort that guy out. We have new magic items. We've advanced the level. We think we can take him. Except the evil DM in you is going to say, he's also gone up 2 levels. Now, next in this generators chapter is criminal organization. And they've got tables here for generating the name. The disciples of, the gold diggers, howling wolves, iron head. It's various like that. The main activity could be betting, mercenary work, money laundering, poisoning, smuggling, spying, starting riots. Distinctive sign. I love number 1, a cut finger. Jewelry, makeup, scar, tattoo. The recruits. They could recruit athletes, death row inmates, junkies, mercenaries, orphans, pagans, people in debt, refugees, veterans, workers. Initiation rite could be anything from baptism to blood ritual to taking an oath to torture. Organization, apprenticeship, cells, family, fellowship, fraternity. Finances, table for its finances, and then special. Then hideout, sewers, shop, sports hobby club, temple, tower, underground facility, university, youth organization. So special room, whether they have a special room within the hideout where they really meet. The boss, there is a table here for a D20 table for generating a boss. A generator for dragons. I kind of like this one. They have names, just D12 names. How many dragons do you have in your campaign? You gonna go through 12 names that fast? I don't know. I wish this list of names was longer. And it lacks anything like the name of the dragon in Dragon Slayer. Something pejorative. Vermithrax pejorative was the name of that dragon. I always thought that was a cool dragon name. So you can generate the name of the dragon, its alignment, size, age, color, breath weapon, and its color, the color of the dragon, the strength, whether it has lie detection, good nose, bone plates, +1 armor class, poisonous spines, tail club. Its weakness could be a competitive mind, curiosity, flattery, a hurt scale for -1 AC. So, Smog, he had that hurt scale that allowed him to be shot. Perforated wing, -2 AC, pride, remorse, self-confidence, sunlight as a weakness. I like that. The favorite food: adventurers, cattle, children, humans, nobles, other monsters, rare animals. I'm surprised it didn't have maidens on there, but maidens could be part of humans or children. But they might have been like, that's a little bit, you know, patriarchal. So let's stay away from maidens. But you could totally have it if you wanted. Um, you know, the classic cliche. Status in the wilderness. So you've got these tables for status. Um, what's it doing in the wilderness? Hunting down, hunting, making a deal, protecting its territory, returning to lair. When it's in the lair, it could be aggressive, chained, defensive, enraged, hiding, so on and so forth. Stats: attack and damage. So you totally can have variable dragons that are not going to match the DMG. I like that. What is the lair? Cave, desecrated church, giant nest, giant tree, overgrown tower, raised village, ruined castle, volcano. Special treasure. Now, the next chapter in the generators is guild. And here we go again. Great game master support. You've got, what's the field of the guild? Could be adventuring, crafts, hobbies, magic, merchants, resources, science, sciences, and spectacle. All of those things have D6 tables. So adventurers could be bounty hunters, mercenaries, monster hunting, investigation, scavenger, scouting. But down here for spectacle guild could be acting, dancing, fashion, music, poetry, singing. So all the bases are covered here. The expertise: are they basic, expert, companion? What's the expertise of the guild? Then we've got some tables for the name, for the power, for the resources, the members, how many guild houses, special asset, quirk, and appearance, events and problems, all connected to guilds. You then got a chapter with 3 houses: a peasant's home, a merchant's house, and a noble house. Then we get into NPCs. Now, we all generate NPCs. This one's killer. So here you've got tables for the name, first name, and surname, the occupation. The name tables are D20. The occupation table is D100. I like it. We get into appearance, clothes, personality, attitude, favorite thing, hobby, dream, secret. Every important NPC should have a secret. Relationship with peers. All of this quickly generated on these tables. And then what's another thing we all use a lot of? Taverns. We have a tavern generator with the for the name, D100 table for the first part of the name, and then the second part of the name is D30 table. So you could generate something like number 5, bleeding, for the first part. And let's look at the second part. Ooh, number 15, hole, bleeding hole. That just sounds bad. All right, we won't go with that one. Bleeding castle, number 6, bleeding castle. That could be the name of a tavern, the Bleeding Castle, or something else here. The something that jumps out. The Vulgar 96, Vulgar Castle, or the Vulgar Hole. Vulgar, that would work for hole there. Vulgar Lounge, or how about Dragon Lounge? That sounds like a cocktail lounge for adventurers. I kind of like it. So the Vulgar Lounge. Decorations: flags, bones and skulls, shields, various. Bartender, his first trait, his second trait. The servers, the patrons. So the patrons could be, it'd be like saying, that's a cop bar. That one over there, that's a cop bar. So, this is just your the basic character of your patrons, which would be like drunks, commoners, adventurers, bandits, pirates, guard soldiers, merchants, nobles, scholars. But then you can then generate specific customers, and that that is a D20 list. So everything from vampire hunter to tax collector, to a man whose table is covered with food. Don't know what you do with that, but it just sits there. And if the players get interested in it and start talking to the guy, I'll start making up stuff on the spot for that NPC. Could be a foreign prince, a drunk and loud dwarf. That works. Entertainment, whether it's bard, dancers, fortune teller, humorist, jester, magician, musicians, or poet. Other activities could be billiards, dancing, dart throwing. The rooms, special room, the outside of the tavern, the menu, the drinks, the snacks, the soups, the main dishes. So you generate the whole menu for the tavern. And then most importantly, as far as I'm concerned, a D20 table for rumors, for generating up some quick rumors. Just all of this to say, oh, and we're not done. The sign over the tavern is important. So you've got tables here for the shape, the material, the position, the mounting, the sub panel, panel content, illustrations on the sign, and special. Then we get into tables for generating wizard. Less useful, I think. But you're generating by level, then specialty, then his long-term goal, and what his staff is. And then we get into the final chapter, which is Adventures at Sea, with generating the hexes and encounters, landmarks, islands, sea encounters. So the Sandbox Generator, absolutely fantastic. And let's just pull up the here we are with the drive-through. The PDF is $12. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because if you're the busy game master, the things this is going to generate for you, just in the generators chapter while you're game prepping, you will, because here's what happens. Like that whole section on generating a coat of arms. You've got a knight, he needs a coat of arms. So what do? You go to Google, you start Googling coat of arms. You're going to get a ton of stuff that does not really help you at all generate those coat of arms. But when you go to this chapter on generating coat of arms, it's just a handful of dice rolls. Next thing you know, you've got a coat of arms perfectly serviceable. And then, like I suggested, don't have to use the mottos from the table that they have. You could write a motto, or you could use that motto and then go to Google Translate it into Latin. It'll have a great feel. You put that in the ribbon underneath the coat of arms, and you're so good to go with that. It's whereas Googling coat of arms, you will waste 20, 30, 40 minutes and really not have a great coat of arms that you want to use. Hey, yo, Greyheart, Grognard, and Wizard Tower Games. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming by. We're just doing a quick review, and unusually for me, I'm doing it by live stream so that I don't have post-production, because I'm not going to have time for post-production today. I've got to run out for things with the family. So Sandbox Generator on drive-through. I went and bought the hardcover. I just had an inkling that it was going to be worthwhile to get the hardcover. And hey, Rum Rogue, one of my favorite Star Frontiersmen, right there. How you doing, Rum Rogue? And I just had a feeling this was going to be one of those things that I'd have on the bookshelf for game prep. And it turns out it was. So whether you're doing sandbox gaming and just looking to generate stuff for the sandbox, or if you're doing regular gaming, not sandbox, but hey, I got to get a tavern together. I got to get a coat of arms together. I got to get I would tend to just go to the monster manual and use a dragon and make some modifications as is, but totally unique dragons can be generated with this. The NPC generator, the guild generator, all of these things support your game mastering and make this a fantastic product. So I dropped the scratch on the hardcover black and white book for $24, and waited for it to show up. I hate reading the PDFs. Unless I'm stuck somewhere like at a doctor's office, I'll bring a PDF up on my phone and I'll read it because I don't like the magazines. But by and large, I love sitting with a cup of coffee and a hardcover book. And this, as a hardcover book that you can throw down on the desk while you're doing Game Master prep, is going to be invaluable. And I'm so excited. And so you can expect, if you play in my games, you can expect Coat of Arms to show up. Why? Too damn easy to generate it with a handful of dice rolls, and the pictures that they, that's the technical stuff with this. You've got, let me get off this page. So you've got all these pictures here of the shield. So when you're figuring out like the field division, it'll say per chevron. There's a picture of it. I don't have to know what a per chevron is. The picture tells me. Picture's worth 1,000 words. It shows how that is in 2 different colors. And then you just roll up your colors, plug them into that field design on the shield. You might roll up that there's a dragon on there because dragons are cool. I mean, I don't like rabbit, but why not? Maybe we're going to have a knight. It's an NPC. Who cares? He could have a rabbit on his shield. Maybe he's the guy who ran away from a fight. I don't know. It's just, and all of these little details start to spur creativity in my mind. That why is there a rabbit on his shield? Why is that his emblem? Maybe he ran away, and that's what the coat of arms was that was bestowed upon him by the king. Maybe, I don't know. But it begins to spur creativity on my part. So tools like that are always a good thing. Make the job easy, not hard for everyone. And that's why I'm promoting it today, is because I bought this for review out of my own money. And the company is Atelier Clandestine, all rights reserved. It is a super handy book. I will be looking at, I'm going to go back to drive-through, and I'm going to take a look at other products they have, because this is killer. If they do a Sandbox Generator 2, I'll probably buy it. So this is Tabletop Tap Room approved and promoted. I think it's an absolute fabulous thing. So this is Tom signing out. Thanks for you guys for checking in on just a quick little review of a gaming product that's absolutely going to be sitting right there on that bookshelf next to the Game Master DMG. And I hope this helps with your gaming. Check out Atelier Clandestine on drive-through, and don't forget to check out our sponsor, Star Clash from New Frontier Games. Tom Stevens designed this great game. It's 1 to 9 players. You can play it solo. You can play with as many as 9. Get the whole family playing. Ages 8 and up. And so check out Star Clash, our sponsor for today's video. And again, thanks to New Frontier Games, and thanks to everybody else. This is Tom for Tabletop Tap Room signing out, and keep on gaming. Try out Sandbox Generator.